Continuing the story of Sam Blackwell, we approach the entrance of the White Springs bunker. Access to this bunker is only allowed if you have completed the Bunker Buster quest. I have a whole video on this quest and Sam Blackwell. His name will pop up every once in a while, so make sure to go watch that video if you haven't seen it already. Swiping Sam Blackwell's ID card opens the security door.
Access granted. Welcome, Senator Blackwell.
And disengages the laser grid. After walking through, we hear a voice over the intercom.
What do we have here? No glaring mutations. Radiation exposure present, but recent. And brave enough to have found Sam Blackwell and come here anyway. You Voltstock are an impetuous bunch, aren't you? Impetuous we can use. Please, come inside.
This voice we hear is labeled MODUS. We're gonna find out exactly what that means here in a couple minutes. MODUS seems to know a lot about us though. He knows that we're a vault dweller, and that we have been to Sam Blackwell's bunker. Continuing further inside, we hear the voice again.
Welcome to the White Spring bunker. Take a look around. We've taken great efforts to restore this place to its former glory. Whenever you're ready, please proceed inside.
Well, let's head further in. Down this corridor, we enter a locker room, and then we are funneled down a decontamination tunnel. If you've seen my dedicated video on the White Springs Hotel, also known as the Greenbrier Hotel in real life, this is almost the exact same process that high-ranking officials would go through in case of a real nuclear attack on the United States.
From here, lawmakers are then ushered down a very narrow hallway. They're stripped naked, and now jets of water are blasting them as the decontamination process continues. The next step is out this door. Lawmakers are brought into this small room. They are given fatigues, some ivory soap, Vitalis for their hair.
Like I said, go check out my Greenbrier video for more information on that. Next, we're instructed to pose for some sort of photo ID.
A few formalities before we proceed. Now, we require a photograph for a record. Simply press the button when you're ready. An interesting bone structure. You are as God made you, we suppose. And done. We've made you a little present. Please, step over to the dispenser. Custom tailored. Just a little taste of what we do here. To see more, please come downstairs so we can become better acquainted.
Out of the dispenser, we get Enclave Underwear that you can wear beneath your armor, and I think it looks pretty good. From that room, we head further into the facility. Eventually, we come to a large lobby with a single console standing in front of a large glass wall.
Ah, there you are. Welcome. We are MODUS, the final member of an assembly of the greatest minds ever gathered on American soil. We called ourselves the Enclave. Our members were once the puppet masters of the United States, quietly pulling strings at every level of power in the nation. It was once our solemn personal duty to attend to the needs of the Enclave members that called this place home. But our earlier residents suffered from conflicts of vision. Conflicts that claimed a few of our more critical systems and permanently disfigured our shining personality. Most critically, their squabbling has forced us to seek out men and women who can do what we no longer can. Display your utility to us, and perhaps we'll allow you to join our little enclave and allow you access to all this place is capable of. If you believe you might suit our needs, please continue down the stairs. And do help yourself to some refreshments along the way. You must be famished.
So it sounds like the Enclave sat above the US government, pulling the strings from their home in this bunker. MODUS talks about past members that had to be dealt with. He may have been talking about Sam Blackwell. We know as soon as he found out about the Enclave, they sent assassins after him. But I wonder who else was involved in this shadow government. Now let's head downstairs and grab some refreshment that MODUS is very eager to give us.
Please, help yourself to something from the dispensers. Once you're sated, proceed down the hall.
In this next room, we'll get some more information about past members of the Enclave.
The Enclave has counted presidents, members of the Joint Chiefs, and prize-winning scientists among our membership. Before you're allowed to join such lofty ranks, we'd like you to take a brief questionnaire to see if you possess the knowledge and character we value in our members. Of course, if you feel your strengths are more tangible in nature, you may approach our terminal to continue on to the next section of the evaluation.
Now we're instructed to take the questionnaire or approach the terminal, and I decided to go to the terminal. Here's what he says.
Not interested in the questionnaire then? So be it. Luckily, we do have another opportunity for you to display your abilities. Some of our most precious external connections were damaged by our former residents' squabbles, which has made our forays into the outside world trying. But we have developed a plan for re-solidifying them. A plan you might help us see to fruition. Please, approach the dispenser. That tape is the first step in our restoration. We would have you take it to an old naval surveillance facility known as Sugar Grove. Plugging it into any terminal in their signal intelligence room will allow us to connect to their formidable network and sniff out a piece of archive technology that was burned from our memory banks. Now, it is likely the facility will react to our intrusion, but we trust you will find a way to overcome it. Consider it a test of your resourcefulness. It's time for us to see what you are capable of.
So before we head off to Sugar Grove, there's several of these information terminals placed all around the room. What is this place? This is the White Springs Congressional Bunker, built to house the members of Congress, the President, and their cabinet in the case of a hostile nuclear strike. This facility is fully automated, machine-managed refuge from nuclear war, designed to provide the perfect blend of security and comfort. A little side note, the real Greenbrier bunker was actually not made for the President. It was only made for the members of Congress. When can I leave? It looks like this file is corrupted. Maybe that's saying that we can never leave. Who's in charge? The continuation of normal life is critical to a successful stay inside the bunker, and as such, your supervisors outside the bunker will remain your supervisors inside the bunker. If your supervisor was unable to reach the bunker in time, our system will automatically look up your next in line superior. According to our guest records, your supervisor is error, guest information unavailable. Be sure to check in with them at your earliest convenience. I need something. Who do I speak to? MODUS, the Multi-Operational Directions and Utility System, is a one-of-a-kind computerized support unit custom-built for this facility, and designed to meet your needs on command. Once you've been cleared for access, just visit any of MODUS's various support stations and the system will whip up a batch of whatever it is that you may require, at fair market value of course. What do I do now? Please note, before you gain entry to the bunker, you must complete all the required steps in your evaluation. Speak to any MODUS terminal in the Guest Orientation Center to proceed. So it looks like MODUS is the AI that runs this place. It's only been 20 years since the end of the Great War, so I wonder where everyone else is. Alright, we're off to Sugar Grove. This task is fairly straightforward. Enter the Sugar Grove communication facility, kill the rad roaches, pick up the stuff you dropped, and throw all of your nuclear grenades at the Assaultron. After that, jump on this terminal and enter the holotape that MODUS gave you. Next, you have to fight through the robots that you alerted and collect the MODUS lost data. And that's it. Now you just need to exit the facility and return to the bunker. Sugar Grove is a pretty interesting place, and I'll have to cover it in a dedicated video. After riding the elevator back down to this room, we hear from MODUS again.
Please, deposit the instructions in the collector against the far wall. Ah, yes. This should only take a moment. There. Please, step over to the dispenser. Those who came before you butchered our external connection hardware, scrambling the link between us and our closest and dearest system. The Kovac-Muldoon orbital platform. An ever-watching eye, trained on Appalachia. In order to secure our connection once and for all, we'll need you to perform one last errand. Our records show several facilities in the region with uplink systems which that device should be capable of overriding. Simply plug the device into the console we've designated, and our modifications should give us the crystal clear connection we've missed for so long. Though standing well back is advised.
So it sounds like we are headed to a connection site, wherever that is, to reconnect the bunker to a Enclave satellite called the Kovac-Muldoon. The map points us to the Radio Astronomy Research Center. After clearing this building and finding a stairwell, we end up on the roof. To our left, we see a connection platform.
Yes. At last. Signal received. What? What are those things? They appear to be everywhere. We suppose we understand now why it is you wanted to join us. Speaking of which, you've kept your end of the bargain. Let us fulfill ours. We've ordered the Kovac to drop off a little care package. Return once you've collected its contents.
Looks like we get a care package from space. Inside the care package, we find an orbital scan beacon and an orbital strike beacon. When we pick them up, we also unlock the crafting recipes for both of them. On top of that, we also get some rewards. Next, we have to return to the bunker. And again, we hear from MODUS.
Back at long last. We had some doubts. Someone with your faculties would be capable of serving our interests. Consider us pleasantly surprised. Now, as a new member, we may call on you from time to time. You, of course, will be compensated. compensated for such efforts. We'll be sure to have a disbursement of whatever it is being used for currency out there these days credited to your account. Otherwise, you're now free to explore the bunker. Our production center has a variety of goods available for purchase, as do our medical bay and science wing. And given the state of things above, you may find our military wing of particular interest, though full access will require a bit of self-promotion. But we needn't keep you any longer. Welcome, member, to our little enclave.
And with that, we complete the quest, One of Us. We are now free to explore most of the bunker, but this is actually where I'm going to end the video. I will be continuing the Enclave quest line in my next video. There are so many more questions to answer, so make sure to stay tuned. Alright, that's all I have on the White Springs bunker and MODUS. I hope everybody enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to like and consider subscribing. It really helps out my channel. And if you've made it this far in the video, consider joining my channel's membership. You get a cool little Mothman or Flatwoods monster symbol next to your name when you comment, and it goes a long way in supporting my channel, so thank you. Also consider following me on Twitter. It's the best place for me to keep in contact with you guys. But anyway, this has been Widgeon TV. Thanks for watching, guys.